and welcome in. It's Tuesday night. It is the Pegasus show. And tonight we have a fun-filled night of, well, quite a lot, to be honest. Yeah. What a loop we have got in the form of the new Q's trials. Let me just sort the music out quickly. I'm having to sort of like change the music around a little bit because I got a copyright claim. Hey, Harmonica, welcome in, buddy. That's going to be a little bit of a pain in the backside, having to keep turning that way every single time. Wow, what just happened there? That was weird. Okay, but anyway, enough of a screen that's going to give me the chat and everything. So, how are you all finding the Arc so far? Now, I know a lot of players from the EU servers have been complaining about lag, a serious amount of it actually, and I know there was an announcement made by Scopely. The music's going to disappear for a second while I call this up briefly, and I'll just quickly read the announcement that Eco made literally about an hour ago. Something called Redis is installing some additional backend support, and during that time, anyone on the EU servers may experience some disconnections until they have finished. Yay! Yes, loads of events today. Definitely loads of events. We're gonna try and get through as many of them as we can, but there is, like I said, and you've just said, Harmonica, there is a lot of interesting bits. So we've got the event calendar. Now, somebody pointed out in Rev's Twitch stream this evening, I've got bloody sweet wrappers everywhere. In Rev's Twitch stream, apparently the calendar's all cocked up because they say that the trials events start tomorrow, but yet they've started today. So I don't know what's going on at the minute, but by the looks of it, we've got complete missions from day one, so that's a big bonus. We're not going to be having any of that part one here, part two there, you know, like we got last month. So it looks like we're going to have the missions in one go. Player of the Month and Alliance of the Month has also returned. Yay! Chance to go out there and, yeah, prove your worth to the server. Prove how good you are. 2 Vox assignments has got a quiz going on. Assignments meta. Scoring by completing 2 Vox events. I'm going to be guessing that they're into the hunters for these specific classes. Not quite though, because the interceptor actually starts on the 6th, which is Thursday. So that's going to be an interesting one. Hey John, welcome in, buddy. So, yeah, that's going to be really interesting. Boom goes to Rialta. So, Rialta PvP is back. Oh, hang on. It's not Rialta PvP. It's Rialta PvE. So, destroying hostiles within specific systems. The new trials will also give you some additional buffs for the Rialta. So, we'll look at them shortly. Armada Hunt. Yeah. Armada Hunt. I'm glad I've got an epic. Now, if anyone has watched Lube's video on Armada leader chests, you'll have an idea of how to acquire some rares and some epics a little bit more frequently than probably once a month. So, although it seems like the RNG for those rare directives out of the uncommon chest from the G3 side are a little bit of a pain in the backside to actually source a decent amount. But epics, yeah, I'm sourcing them quite nicely. So we've got Armada events coming up. So we've got two of them, each lasting 48 hours. Woohoo! Heavy hitters also coming back this month with a solo leaderboard and Alliance leaderboard. X-Borg Research. Bollocks! It's an Alliance leaderboard. That's fine. We can do I was hoping to put a couple of them in tonight and just show them off a little bit, but it looks like we can still do that, which is fine. Assignment Hunter for away teams and SMS and SLB, they're coming around as well. So now, yes, sorry, I'm starting off with a calendar because normally we don't get round to doing the calendar on live streams. Because it's there, I'm just going to quickly jump in. Now, everything says it's starting tomorrow, but yet the third one down here, FT Hostile Eliminator SMS, I've completed that tonight. I've completed that already. So yeah, it now brings into question this whole calendar. Trust Scopely to get something bloody wrong. But hey ho, that's the way it's going to be. Let me move that a wee bit closer. So you got some mining, kill hostiles, leveling up forbidden technology and everything. We're going to go into the loop. I mean, if that is tomorrow, then fair dues. I'm going to miss out on that one. Got some more spends on the new emblem assessments and everything, and upgrading the new building. So defeating challenging hostiles, spending changing bells, challenge bells. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a little bit to do on that. On what is it? We've got a 48-hour event coming around at the minute, and then we've got another one coming on the 12th. Ooh, I do apologise. At the minute, my son is actually really stretching my sleep to the actual limit, getting up at silly cock and just not going back to sleep. But anyway, officer events coming in. We've got Chakotay events. There is a meta running at current. We've got some SLBs coming, which is obviously your normal spend materials and epics and rare directives. There's a heroic SMS, which will also be the same. How that's going to work this month, I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure we'll get around to finding out how that's actually going to do. Recruitment season for Voyager. Score by gaining officer shards. That's basically recruiting officers. Officer challenge. Scoring this event by completing each discovery officer's challenge. Discovery in a Voyager arc. Really? But yet they've actually got Voyager officers. Okay, so you basically got defeat Borg probes, eclipse hostiles and armadas, damage to Federation armadas, away teams, mining. Poor Harry's got mining. Typical. Doomsday hostiles and Jem'Hadar hostiles. We've got trivia events also going off. We've got the Tuvok trivia meta going on at current. You know, I actually, looking at these dates, I'm actually thinking somebody at Scopely entered the wrong bloody dates, because the Tuvok trivia is actually running now, and we will be doing that tonight because it's quite easy to do. So I think somebody's just literally not proofread what they've done. And of course, we've got all the ticketed events, additional ones. Delta adversary data is for the new players who haven't done it yet, so you'll get round to doing that. Delta adversary epsilon, which is for the diplomacy or hostility, Zeta and ETA. Okay, so this must be the extra bit. So obviously you're looking at more tokens on that one. Jellyfish SLBs, if you've not got your jellyfish yet, go out and get it. Jellyfish Brawl, we have 2 runs of that, and Parabellum. So that's the event calendar this month, nice and simple. I question the dates a little bit, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. So I've got a crystal miner there that I need to recall because he's full. But let's start with, my button's not working. Here we go. So we've got some chests to claim. So we're going to claim the launch day gift first, and what we're going to get in here. So we've got 2 Tuvok, 2 Chakotay, some trial bells, forbidden tech reactors, and some emblems of assessment. Ooh, nice. Moving on there, we've got Q's gift. This will give us the bells we need. Oh, hello. The bells we need for the Court of Q keys to unlock the building, which we will do shortly. But some more forbidden tech reactors, some fusion rods, and some Terrasite 622. What the hell is that going off in the background? I don't know what that is. It's coming from downstairs. So, and then obviously we've got some matrix diodes as well. So, boom. So the missions are up and available, I do believe, in the holodeck as well. So just quickly check them. I'm also looking at a little bit of lag tonight as well. So yeah, Voyager, here we go. Got a whole whack of missions for you to go for. And they're not actually giving the ops levels that they're available for. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, go ahead and check on them. Right now, for some reason, chat seems very, very quiet tonight. So right, let's get that claimed. Oh yes, we get these as well. Forbidden Tech acquisition. So let's have a quick look at the events that we've got. So the Battle Pass, yeah, okay, that's got pretty much the usual stuff in it. But this is where we want to be looking. So this first one, Forbidden Technology acquisition. Acquisition. I was getting it right first time. Basically, scoring points through obtaining Forbidden Tech parts, and obviously you're going to get your fusion cores, which you're going to need. This job is becoming a second job. Yes, there is a little bit of frustration about the fact of how much grind has been put into the game this year, despite the fact that they're speeding up some of the older content, and they really do need to get that old content removed and everything, because, or at least give players the ability to really speed it up, because like it is becoming silly. It is becoming silly. We do have an SLB here as well for the Forbidden Technology, so gain some more currencies to score points in it. Yay! We've got plenty of currencies coming in with this loop this month. An heroic Court of Q upgrade the building, which is obviously lasting for the first 7 days. And what I was happy to see was that particular thing, a 1 billion dilithium token. I've not seen them before. So I knew there was in the game, but I've never actually seen one. So it's nice to actually see one for a change. And the payouts aren't particularly too bad as well for a change, but it is heroic. I do not expect to actually reach 5,500 within 7 days. If I do, it'll be a shock. Another SLB, which is another one, and then it's upgrade any building as well. It's going to give you some additional points. Top place again is going to give you some more of these billion tokens, more crystal. Gas. So not too bad. Hey, Pets, welcome in, mate. What am I cooking? Not an awful lot. I'm just going through the complexities of all this charade of how much we've got to actually do in the game. So now we've got some upgrades as well, successful ones and failed ones. We've got some Chakotay shards and Tuvok shards there as well. 3 days to complete it. So attempt to upgrade. Oh my lordy. 600 points. I mean, that seems reasonable to get. And in all honesty, the rewards ain't particularly too shabby for steel. So looking forward to that one. Forbidden Technology Hostile Eliminator. Alliance-based leaderboard. Yeah. Destroy hostiles. Forbidden Technology. So you defeat hostiles with it, and you get an extra 4 points. Wow. So 1 point a hostile, 4 points with the technology. So that's 5 points in total. Nice. The SMS, which is one that I've actually been doing surprisingly. And as you can see, I'm already 3 milestones in. I should easily have that done tomorrow. Probably even tonight, actually, while we're on stream. And then an SLB as well, which is pretty much the same. You're going to be getting some more of this for protomatter. So there's a lot of currencies going around with this convoluted loop. I think it's going to be the best way of putting it. You've also got a standard trial, which is 2 days long, 1,000 points, and it's going to get you some what we got there, uncommon forbidden fragments. So, but the payouts again, they're not particularly too bad. So, Q's trial, trial hostile. Yeah, I think we'll be doing some of them tonight, or just a point for hostiles. So if you really wanted to just grind it out, you could go out and kill 1,000 hostiles. And I know there are players out there who absolutely love it. There's the SLB as well, which is just literally spending the bells and doing the trial hostiles, and that's going to pay you some rare forbidden fragments. So the crystal looks a little bit better, but it is a leaderboard. 2 Vox trivia. Now all this is going to be using hailing frequencies, so jump in there, have fun, and in your rewards you're going to get some more 2 Vox shards. Now you only need 38 to actually unlock him. From what I'm seeing so far with the first few events, we're actually looking around about probably nearly at least 12 of them, give or take. So, but just watch. I know they are going to be, if you want to try and unlock Tuvok, it is complete engagement with the events, the premium side of the battle pass as well. So just watch out for that. But the one thing is these events as well, that each question is actually paying out materials and resources. So that's a nice little start as well for that one. Cat Gumball, we'll have some fun with them and go through the trivia. Mission Key Hunter as well is on the go. So hop over to the Stfc, the web store. Don't forget to claim your keys every single day. I mean, even for the solo milestone, 50 bells. I've got 3 pick war shards. So I miss the bells preferably, but yeah. And try and encourage your alliance to also get involved as well. Dax shards. I only need us up to milestone 3 and I'm golden, but yeah, I don't think that's going to happen whatsoever. But you never know. Targeted recruit of Chakotay SLB. Basically, it's scoring points for gaining the shards. Tuvok is extremely low. He's only 80 points per shard, while Chakotay's at 500. Yeah, 319. How deep does this go? Oh, it goes 50. And all it's basically paying out is Syndicate XP and a couple of avatars. Wow. I mean, the only thing I'm actually finding interesting here is the Syndicate XP. It's the only thing I'm actually finding interesting. But again, it's not even a leaderboard I'm actually going to be bothered with. Fine, it's going to save me, what, about 10 days grinding Syndicate XP. Woo! But anyway, complete new missions. Payouts is not particularly too bad. You've got a full month to do it. So yeah, I know I'm showing you only the top level. Obviously, they are going to be, the rewards will be scaled according to what your ops level is. So there is that. You got the battle pass, overflow, plenty of latinum, obviously depending on your level, and some more broken sealing rods. And yes, this month I get to open my free treasury. Yay! So I'll be looking forward to that, and then start cracking through a load of research. Play with the month and alliance with the month. This is the big one that we're all wanting this month. Go prove your worth to the server. Basically, milestone events. So for each normal milestone and SMSs that you do, you're going to get 12,000 points. Ticketed events is going to give you 13,800 points. Again, it's going to give you some shouts towards Chakotay and Tuvok. So scoring in these will be ideal. Top 25 will win. But again, it's player of the month. There's going to be a lot of players going for this. And what you're going to gain with the extra one on here, you're just going to gain the vouchers, which of course you'll be able to take over to the event store. And it'll be the same with this one. Leaderboards, again, I forgot to mention this. Scoring in the leaderboards, preferably within the top 10 of any leaderboards would be ideal. And they are SLBs only. And then obviously scoring through Battle Pass points, 1 point a Battle Pass point. Woo! Big wins. You're going to get a rare Solo Dominion Armada. But again, for the top alliance to do this, 50 billion par steel. 50 billion par steel raw. And then another 50 billion in tokens. Woohoo! So, not particularly too bad. The top two alliances obviously will receive the Dominion Solar Armadas. No tokens for the alliance of the month, so it's just basically winning that one. Woohoo! That's what we like to see. And that concludes the events. We'll just have a quick look at where you go. You bring your player of the month vouchers in here for those in the top 3. And nice whack of platinum, dilithium, crystal gas as well. I can't even grumble at that. I'd absolutely love if I could claim that. But I know for a fact that I'm not going to get that high because I'm not going to be actively grinding. I mean, that's like solid grinding. Sorry, I have a life outside the game, for lack of a better way of putting it, and I want to make sure that I carry it on. So anyway, so that all being said, now I'm just going to quickly refresh this miner. Hey, Card, welcome in, mate. Right, so let's get that one, because I'm actually just finished. So 2 hours, 40 minutes. Oh, that's after the live stream that's going to finish. So now, let's have a look at this trial. So as you just saw, I clicked a purple button, which was just up behind me. And you're going to have this new assessment rank, which is basically going to rank you according to where you are. What it's going to actually give you, the payouts for, I really don't know. But it's added to this. Let's see if there's actually any junk on this. Increase your rank by completing Q's trials in the Court of Q. Woohoo! So, yeah. Okay, so nothing of actual interest in that one then. Oh, hello. Get rid. Go away. Oh, that'll go away in a minute. So, obviously, you're not going to be able to start this until you actually build the building. So, what we're going to do is going to click building now. Obviously, we got the keys from the gift chest that we've just opened. So, obviously, we're going to be able to unlock it and start its construction. Just a quick look at its details. Basically, all it is just going to basically be a boost increase to protomatter rewards and the power and an increase to your overall power, which looks like it's pathetically small. Pathetically small. But hey-ho, it's something we're going to expect from Scopely. So, oh, we need to kill a generator. Yes. So let's just I don't want to be spending 6 days on that. It's just a waste of platinum. Good evening, lagging Stfc day. Yeah, I say lag seems to be a big problem. I believe there is a reason behind it today. It's something called Redis, REDIS. They're doing some back work on. Yeah, and the EU servers are basically suffering the joys of it. So, here we go. We have our first 50 bells. Now, it's time to have a look at this loop. So, very convoluted, as we've said several times, and you're not going to get around it. So, the first one is build the Court of Q to take part in Q's trials and earn forbidden tech. upgrade the core to access more challenging battles and get greater rewards. Start a trial and defeat hostiles before the time runs out. Claim your rewards and increase your assessment rank to unlock new trials. Forbidden tech, equip forbidden tech to customize your fleet and enhance your play style. Add them to your ships and unlock up to 4 unique powers by upgrading them. Complete Q's trials daily to earn milestones. Use rewards to unlock and upgrade forbidden tech to become more powerful. So that's that one done. And looks like we can actually go straight in for a couple more upgrades, can we? So we have to stop at that one. Can't go any further. But before we go actually in there, if you actually go into your dailies, this is available now in the game. So just get that one. We don't want to claim all them. Oh, thank you. But the dailies are available. Now, this was the big one, which is spending 125 or use 5 trial bell or use the trial bells 5 times. And it's 125 points, so it's a point per bell, because apparently it takes 25 bells to actually start these trials. So we'll have a look at that one. And then obviously these are the rewards that you're going to get for it on a daily basis. And then there is another one, which is right here, which is going to give you the emblem of assessment, which is basically going to be the tokens that you're going to need to upgrade your building. So we should be able to get that today, all being well. So I can't see any problems getting it. But let's jump into the trials then. Let's have a look at them. So obviously I still got this one, saying my rank's not agreed yet. But by the looks of it, I've got 3 particular trials that I can actually go for. And if we click on it, it's going to give me got some extra trial bells coming out of it as well. So that's the rewards for that. So if we don't click on the rewards, if we actually click on the trial itself, because I primarily go after the use explorers, I'll be doing this. So I've got 200 bells. So that's going to give me 8 runs at this. 8 runs, which is good. And by the looks of it, there's a load of milestones here. I mean, I was watching live watching Rev go through this. So now I'm not quite sure if I have to start a new one each level. But that wouldn't make sense in a sense. But we're going to give it a go and see what happens. Go for only the first one. Go for only one at first to reach the last milestone. Yeah, I'll say I'll definitely be doing that. So I told him earlier. Say Bandage just messaged me saying, "Am I streaming tonight?" And I've already told him I was. Just quickly reply to that. Oh, bloody hell. For some reason, there we go. Yes, now. So, there we go. Let's make him aware of that one. There we go. Right. These add-ons are increased power creep between higher level players and lower players, in my opinion. The higher player can get more reward quickly than lower players. Yes, John, I actually do agree. It is a power creep. It is a power creep. There's going to be no questions about that one. Oh, look at this. We can actually have a look at the targets that we're going after. So you can actually decide on what to actually put up against it. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I think this is meant to be something like something that actually progresses through and allows basically all levels from 19 and up to actually do this. I did actually forget to mention that bit. What's this I button? Here we go. The building is available from Ops 19, so basically you can start off. And to be honest, lower level players are going to have a better advantage because you're going to be able to work through this You've not seen. He's not seen a link. Okay, so I'm sure he'll jump in at some point. I've lost my trail of thought now. Yes, you're going to be able to just basically work your way through it and relevant for your ops level. Whereas the higher level players are basically going to have to hit as much as they can, but then they're going to hit barriers all the time. I'm sure there's going to be packs in the in-app store to help them to go through. As higher your ops, as higher hostiles in every milestone. Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing in Rev Stream that he was hitting stronger and stronger hostiles every single time. Now, the downside for me is I'm currently in territory. So it would not be advisable for me to start one right now. I actually really do need to recall the miners. But if we have a quick look, as you see, basically, I'm only going to be able to do these particular 3 as I don't have, obviously, because my building is not at level 7. When I get to level 7, I see a lot of high players on high level powers through these. Yeah, and they will be, because they'll be smashing their way through it. The spenders are going to be spending to get these bells and push their way through it. Level 25 is going to be the 3-star trials, and then obviously you've got 4-star starting at level 40. So, and that's pretty much it at the minute. I jumped to a low system and done the inset. Yeah, that's what I intend to do. Now, I would highly recommend not going up against. Damn, I wanted all that gas. Never mind. Now, because he hasn't got the warp range to actually get out, and I'm going to need my go-go juice for everything else. So 3 minutes, and then he's going to be home. Oh Christ, where's the pissing Valdor gone? And apparently I'm not allowed to recall it. I don't even know where my Valdor's gone. Oh, yeah, she's in Dominion space at the minute. So, so just as an FYI for the missions, if you haven't found them yet, you're going to find some here, which is going to be the, oh, crikey now, I can't even click on it now, which is going to be the, thank you, Silver Scar Part 1. You're going to need Part 2 to unlock a path as well. Last milestone, Ops 41, 7 million hostile. I can blow that up quite easily. I can blow 51 up without 7 million up without even breaking a sweat. But then again, that's because of the strength of my Kelvin and my Valdor. And then obviously your next mission. So this was the pathway I was quickly on about. You'll need Silver Scar Part 2. I've seen people saying that Silver Scar Part 2 is bugged. So yeah, we'll see about that one later in the stream, because if we can actually get some video footage of it, we can point Scopely kind of in the right direction. And then obviously your next missions are in here. Now there are 5 planetary missions, so I'm going to guess that some others might be locked behind these particular warp ranges where I've got Port Discovery to show you. Oh, have they fixed it? Oh, that's all right then. You got warp range of 240, followed by 300, followed by, if we just click on 440. So some high warp ranges. Yeah. So just bear that one in mind. I think I might actually use Discovery to bring the Valdor home faster. So she enters this system. We'll quickly come in here. There are 2 planets in here as well. After 500 restarts, it unlocks the path. 500 starts. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised. So we've got a mission in here, data retrieval, 38 and higher. So, oh wow. It's only got 2G. It's only got 2G. And there's 5. Oh, 2 or 3. 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 1, 2, 1. For God's sake. Where's 3 of 3? Okay, so now there's a Voyager mission. There's a Voyager episode. Yes, I'm going to drop it in right now. A Voyager episode where 7 of 9 is marooned on a planet with 2 other drones. Can anyone remember the episode name? There's your first question for tonight. If I remember, I'm going to try. 3 of 3 missed lactate. Yeah, I'm going to try and remember to put the quiz back in, so we can. Obviously, you can add the questions. Have to say the mining and protected cargo upgrade with Q upgrades is worth it in my opinion. Yeah, I mean a lot of miners. I mean Bandit. I mean he shared with me a screenshot of him ready to recall his miners at the last minute for Mining Monday, and I'm sure he absolutely slammed the mining event. So, and yeah, the points he was on, he was actually miles ahead on his own, absolute miles ahead. I thought it was 3 drones. Yes. Oh, yeah. There's 3 drones and 7 of 9. So yes, thank you very much, Card, for correcting me on that one. How the hell did I get that one wrong? I've been proving to my alliance all day today that I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to Star Trek information, because we was on about Tim Russ, who plays Tuvok, and about all the other parts he's played. Obviously he's played the operations officer in Star Trek Generations on the Enterprise B. He's played one of the criminals trying to steal some trilithium. Not trilithium. Some hey Bandit, welcome in, mate. Trying to steal some. Steal stuff off the Enterprise out of the warp core. Unfortunately, he actually got wiped out on that one. And that was in the same episode that Data was learning to do small talk with Commander Kelvin. Is it Kelvin? Something like that. So, but yeah. So Tim Russ has appeared nicely in Star Trek on numerous occasions. So it was nice they actually gave him a permanent role on Voyager. Oh, great. We've got a bloody target. We'll come back and deal with that later. So, right. Let's just recall the Valdor home. Because obviously we need to move. And then we can do these trials. So yeah, so like I say, don't sit in territory. Don't go to deep space because you can't see the bloody systems. You can't see in the systems to find your targets. So pick a low-level system. Be very careful when using mining forbidden on your miner. I can't mine because of it. You can't mine? Ooh, that's definitely worth a message to Scopely saying, "Oi, fix my miner." So, right, so I move my base. Now, it is going to be a pain in the ass because it means you're going to have to move your base every single day, just to do this. Tough night for a stream with all the lag. To be honest, mate, the lags, I'm barely seeing any. Literally, I'm barely seeing everything. Everything's reacting within a reasonable time frame for me. So I'm quite happy with that. So let's get on with this first one. Now, I don't know how this is going to work because I was trying to watch how Rev was doing it, but it difficult when you're having to deal with 2 kids who won't shut up and do as they're told. So if we start it, so that's going to give me 15 minutes. So here we go. I've got 15 minutes. So that's the target. All right, so click locate. And then, so the target's there. I'm going to be nasty. I'm going to send my, right, so there's a timer at the top of the screen above your chat, giving you the timer of how long is, start it, kill the hostile, and repeat. Yeah, now what's worrying me is it going to continue to use up your bells for every single milestone? Or is it just basically to do the or just to actually start the trial and then you see how far you can go? I can hear a paper plane outside. Oh no, it's a moped. It's a moped. Somebody's out with a little petrol tanker. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the valve door here. Let's quickly speed this up because I'm going to dot a couple of ships out. Right, so there's the first one. I'm not going to bother claiming the winner's tag. Back in there. So we'll claim that. Ah, right. So it is, you basically, you got 15. Zoom in. Oh, it might help if I select the right ship, actually. Yeah, so it is literally for every single step. Well, that's a bit of a shit deal. That's a bit of a shit deal, really. Victory, so... Oh my god, right, so, hang on. Right. So, I'm gaining points each time, and they're going into that bottom right. And I'm gaining protomatter with each one as well. Federation Patrol. Okay, so we'll go on to there. We'll claim the extra things in a moment. To go further. Oh yeah, in the bells in like these milestones. So let's just kill this one. So right, I'm gonna have to move myself a bit further up so I can keep going back in. My God, this is button pressing intensive. So claim that one. That's going to give me some extra points. So now that's 2 milestones I've got. So we'll claim the 2 milestones. And that's going to give me, so that's going to give me 20 bells. Wow, 20 bells. Second milestone. Third, oh, okay, so now that's going to give me 2 extra milestones to play with. So, okay. Look at the upgrades on your ships, though. Yeah, I'll be dealing with the upgrades shortly. Because obviously I can't add anything to them until I've actually unlocked them. So we'll complete the oh, it's changed bloody systems. It's changed bloody systems. Ah, crafty. In between your claim chests from the building chest. What? Okay. Right, so because I know for a fact I've got 15 minutes to go kill this. Yeah, but start off with the upgrades to miners. Oh, right, okay. Right. So, well, I can't upgrade the building yet. I got 2 ships in position now. Kelvin can have a go at this one. Whee! Another one down. Right, so then we need to go back. Trial completed. In here, claim. That's going to give me some points. Right, so... so you're not intentionally actually... Wow. Okay. So you're not intentionally going to be able to actually complete all the milestones with what you've got. So let's quickly go in here because I know for a fact we've got a couple of... Here we go. So we've got them 2. So we're going to claim them. Now there is the chest in here that you've got to claim as well. Once you've got the building, here we go. So claim. Oh, it's going to give you that. So boo-hoo. with every hostile, you get more points. Yeah. So last night I was watching Rev Juice doing it on his stream. Stop clicking on the ship. I can't get a ship in if I'm selected a ship. So yeah, so it's going to randomly just appear in different systems, isn't it? That's a bit of a ball ache. But it does also mean don't go into deep space or territory. Because I know a lot of servers will have the territory where you're shot on sight the second you enter. We have it on 134. If you're spotted in someone else's territory and you're not a friend, they will come after you. The daily should be enough for you to upgrade the building. Yeah, I don't know if there is any. Oh yeah, I can do another upgrade. So let's get that one done. So let's go to level 3. So I can't do any more to upgrade the building today. That's fine. What ship did I actually send there? I had mine spread over 2 systems, but both were next to where my base is. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to have a couple of ships out and about. I might even send one of the miners out for shooting. So right, so that's that one done. So we'll go back in, claim that one, and that's going to give me the next level, which is going to give me another 30 bells. So that's another run. So right, let's go find it. Oh, yep. The Kelvin's here. The Kelvin's here. They spawn around 2 systems from your base. Right, so that definitely goes with what we're seeing here, and obviously what you guys have seen as well, because obviously you guys have already done this. I haven't. I thought I'd save it for the stream. I didn't realize it. I knew it was going to be intense. Well, quite involved, but yeah. Here we go. So, now we're on 40 bells, so that's good. So let's start the next one. It's another pay flower. And this one's going to be the Valdor. So I'm guessing when you actually do these, it's going to be worth keeping ships out. Now, I'm guessing that your progress is also going to be saved each day. So you can progress through it at the rate that the game actually says you progress through it. But I'm sure they're going to expect a lot of players to go through it now. Oh, hello. We've gone to a different system. So let's send the Antares in. An Antares, which is 3 times stronger than this Federation patrol. So let the Antares have some fun with this one. We will be also looking at the researches that were also dropped into game as well. So once we finish with going through all this, we will look at that as well. Also going to look a little bit deeper into the 2 officers as well, because I do think that they have specific values in specific areas. So that's going to be a nice little thing for us. With Chakotay being up against the Marders, increasing the shots and everything. So I think that's going to definitely be a winner. And probably recommend a crew loadout as sort of like Janeway on the side. I mean, I did mention it in the video, obviously. So, okay, so now we're not getting the points as fast. So we're now up to 3. We're now up to 3 systems. Which is harsh. So we've done that one. So what I'll do we've done all this. Claim that one. To this point. Claim that. And then seal interceptors. Okay. So now, let's go back a step. Right. Now, we need to... We'll have a look at Discovery. Because that's in dock. And I've got a funny feeling it's going to tell me I can't... Oh, no, it has got an unlock button. That's fine. So we're going to unlock this. Hey, Alexis, welcome in, buddy. So, we are going to be able to unlock a trait. Oh, well, a piece of tech. So this one's going to cost us 9,375 to unlock the forbidden slot on the Discovery. Now, here's one that is going to be kind of curious because I said in the video, left of Q is the important currency for upgrading exchange burden abilities. Left of Q. Are you on about this, the protomatter? Because yeah, you will need to obviously build this up, and yeah. So now that reminds me, yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Mark. Because obviously we're going to need to take this and actually go into the refinery. So, but one thing I want to do quickly, I mean, I'll be changing it back to the Rialto at some point. Back to Discovery is I'm gonna just pick let's pick a Taurus now. So right, okay. Right, so what I'll do, find another. So if I move the Discovery over here and put that in there. Yeah, and I can... Oh, it's not allowing me to equip anything. So equip. Right, so that's now minus... That's... What's that give me? General minus speed increases protected cargo. Woohoo! No, it's... Oh, hello, Voyager. No, because I'm actually streaming directly through YouTube, rather than using Prism. I haven't got the green screen on, unfortunately. I'm not... I don't... probably some sort of limit or something like that. That YouTube have got on at the minute. So, yeah. The green screen will still obviously work through the videos because I have to record them through Prism. So, now, unequip is obviously going to cost me a thing. But what I'm going to do is I'm now going to take that off and put the convert back in. Save me a job. And then we'll go back to where I wanted the Discovery. So if I put Discovery in here, that means that that particular trait, Forbidden Tech, has it followed? Yes, it has followed Discovery. It has actually followed Discovery. So, Meridian boost for miners, for that upgrade, or another miner. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't even be too fussy because I don't worry about protected cargo. So that's actually followed Discovery. So I'm now going to actually spend some currency and take it off because we don't need it. It's just a waste. Hey, Bacon, just did all my Q things for the day. Nice. How far did you get? So, right. when the refinery catches up with me. And forbidden technology. Oh, I need to go into Voyager first. Collect that. Best not forget that one. 10:27, so it's 8:27 tomorrow. I'll remember to put an alarm on for that one. But forbidden tech. So now we have a pile of yay. So what we got here, 1 to 10. I done the last interceptor. Oh, you Q courts at level 2. If you've got the things, mate, send it to level 3. I mean, obviously, the faster you can get it up, the better. But obviously, it's free to play. You're not going to get very far. So these are the new rods that you're going to need to put the tech to your ships. Hey, Nuts, welcome in, mate. Put your tech to the ships and then take it off. So I'm going to go for the full pull on this one because it's linear. It's 500, 1,000, 1,500. So it's linear. Now, is there a cooldown? There's a 22-hour cooldown. Woohoo! So here we go. Another one. Let's have a look at the cost of this. 450, 900. Again, this is linear. Brilliant. You're out of upgrade. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, Bacon. I'm sure you'll be able to. I'm sure you'll find some way to actually find the rest of it to upgrade. I mean, I think there's going to be something here. But looking at this, I mean, right. So what's this? Tier up catalyst to tier up forbidden tech. Okay. So tell you what, let's go for a free chest on this one because by the looks of it, they're all going to be 24-hour cooldowns. Yep. So you got Protomatter Intercues gems, which is going to be a single chest of this one, costing, what's that? I can't read it. 1850. Bloody hell, my eyes are going blur. I can't even read the red writing now. What we've got here, common fragments into Orion seismic charges. Ooh. So let's just do the one chest for now. Skip. And so we've got some of them. So that's a new bit of currency got. And then we've got ablative armor. Ablative armor increases hull health and shield health. Well, that's definitely one that I'm going to definitely want. So I'm going to go 3 chests because, to be honest, did that actually look like... Oh, it's a 5 chest I've just opened. Ooh. So then we got some more, which... Nucleonic beam. Increases shield health, crit chance against Swarm and Dominion. Now, that's going to be a good one, I would say, for putting on a ship to send out against the Jem'Hadar. And then you got 2 red. So why can't I open that last... Oh, I know why I can't do it, because it says level 10. So I can't access that just yet. So, woohoo. And obviously the Protomatter to gems ops 45 and above. Oh, that was some interesting. What did I just do there? So what I've got here, actions. Pin message, put user in timeout. Hide user on this channel or add as a moderator. Ooh, well, eventually I'm going to be wanting to do some moderators for the YouTube channel as well. But that's going to be a little bit later on when we've actually reached over 1,000 subscribers. But yeah. So, okay, so that's the refinery that we've got for now. And then if we go... Here we go, like Friday kicked in. So if we go back in here. No, we don't want to be in here. Oh, we want to... All right, okay. I was just wondering what that target was then. It's not just telling me somebody's unfriendly. And then click on that. Don't forget you can upgrade the artifact once you have equipped it on your ship. Yeah. So the ones I've just claimed then are going to be down here. So we should see. Yeah, so the plasma torpedoes, I've got 15. Also, be getting them from doing the events. I've got 1 Orion seismic charge and 5 ablative armors. Woo! So that's going to be good for me. Seismic charges, increases damage against hostiles by 5%. So that's a good one for a PvE ship, really. And then the only problem is it's going to be a little bit expensive for me because my PvE ship changes all the time. Increases ship XP rewards from hostiles. Now, it does say powerful bonuses and everything. But, I mean, if I call it back up, just quickly, right? Powerful bonuses, right? And this is the bit that's really got me a little bit irked. That says 5% for increase. It's a bit like as Q decides if you upgrade it or not. Yeah, it is. But 5% increase the damage. Now, you see, I've got a problem with this powerful buffs because, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but whenever Scopely adds something to the game, it's always a X percentage on base. So this is going to be a 5% boost against hostiles on base damage. So if my DPR is, say, like 1,000, that's only going to be an extra 50 points on top. Now, if this 5% is added on after all your research is added on, hey, Hugo, welcome in, mate. If this 5% is added on after all the research, now you can tell me that's a powerful buff. But if it's only 5% of base, I'm sorry, you can't tell me that's a powerful buff. It's for 1,000 damage points per round, and I'm only going to gain an extra 50 points per round. I mean, yes, it's better than nothing. I'm not going to quiver over that. It's better than nothing. But they use the term that these are powerful buffs. But I haven't seen anything yet that tells me that these are based. So, okay. So yeah. Now, yeah, I'm guessing people like Hugo, who's just dropped into stream, will go around, do the maths, and find out whether it is with the research or without. It was totally misleading. Says it all, doesn't it? Says it all. I mean, we all know Hugo. I mean, he throws in loads of maths during the streams. And obviously, he's one of the moderators as well for Rev Juice's YouTube as well. So, yeah, and I'm quite happy to take Hugo at his word. I mean, if this is definitely base damage, that is misleading from Scopely. But then again, what do we really expect from a business? They're always going to mislead everybody in order to sell it. So, in a sense, they're not powerful buffs whatsoever. They're a trickle. So, add 5 to base, and then get your number to calculate the new bonus. So, yeah, exactly, Noz. So, like I say, if I'm taking 1,000 points, 1,000 damage points, and I'm taking only 5% of that, that's 50 damage points on top. 50 damage points on top of 1,000. Wow. That is so, like, really. I think this is going to deserve a burn video on Scopely, I think. I mean, to turn around and say powerful buffs, yeah, and this is definitely not. I think Scopely will buff these. They just have to. But shooting themselves in the food, I think that's meant to say foot, with that kind of representation is just terrible. And to be honest, Hugo, it is terrible representation. It's as you've already said, it's misleading. It's false advertising of a product. It's false advertising. Put it in Spox Club. I would, but I don't actually have a computer to do it. So that is a starter level, but it rises as it develops. Yeah, it rises as it develops. But the one thing is what I'm saying, Bandit, is Scopely said these were powerful buffs. Now, if you can tell me that when I get these up to tier whatever, I mean, I think they go up by tier. I mean, let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, so this has only got 2 tiers on it, right? Increases damage by 5%. The tier 2 required is only going to give that 1% booster ship XP points. Wow. Yes, Mac, and we will be touching on those Xborg things because we're going to actually do a couple of them today. I pulled an amalgam triple chest. You got an amalgam triple chest? Wow. I can't do the amalgam because I don't actually have the things. I didn't go out and grind any today. I should have done. It's like the moment when Elon Musk showed his Tesla truck saying the glass cannot be break, and then it just did. You never know. That sounds perfectly like Elon. I mean, he's a moron, to put it bluntly. Yes, it's new. Yeah, I mean, it is new, but yeah, 3 new Xborg researchers. Yeah, and again, even in the that was like wrong because I know DJ said in his video what level these Xborg researchers were for. Well, they're all available already to players who are not at those ops levels. I think it's at 39 and higher for all 3 of them. But yet one of them was meant to be 46 and higher. So I thought, I won't be getting that. And that's the amalgam. And then the other 2, which are aimed at Bajoran reputation and the loot from Jem'Hadar hostiles, they were for 41 and above. So I thought, brilliant, I'll be able to get them. Definitely go for the loot one because it just cuts down the number of Dominion ships I'm shooting. So we will be testing that one later, and just to see how good it is. But circling back to this, you can't tell me 5% is game changing. 5%, wow, whoopie doo da day. Subnucleonic beam. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Increasing shield health by 10%. Really? Ooh, 10% of base shield health. Even the big epics are terrible. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, what's this? We've got a Metreon Cascade Warhead. So, now here's a pop quiz for you. Metreon Cascade. Where's my base? It's in a level 1 system at the minute, nuts. Where was the Metreon Cascade used? Where was it used? There's a pop quiz question for you. So, this one, basically increasing damage against hostiles by a whopping 100%. Right, now you see, to me, that's a little bit better. 100% boost. Because basically, it's like your base level, 1,000 points, DPR points per round. Well, now that's another 1,000 on top. So it's now 2,000 points. So, and then add on the rest of your research, which again is all based off the base level. Against the Talaxians, cause them to flee into the Delta Quadrant. Yeah. I think a lot of them moved to the neighboring planet. So, and this is one where you've got to sort of like feel sorry for Neelix, because you don't really want to wish it on anybody, probably not even your worst enemy, about losing your family. The reason why it takes 200 shards, that's the reason why it takes 200 shards to unlock. Yeah, it's going to take you forever and a day to get that. You're probably looking at like mid-level G4. Mid-level G4 for that one. So, but right. So, let's... so, but 74,000... And okay, so let's take the next ship on. Where is that tab? Which tab are you on about? Are you on about that one there? Or the one with all the artifacts on it? If you're on about the one with all the artifacts on it, if you select your ship, click manage, and click the purple box next to the officers. And then that'll take you over to this. So, I mean, what's that mining rate? So, yeah. I'll put that on my feature, actually. I'll put that on my feature. Because the feature goes out, I could do with mining that concentrated latinum just that little bit faster. The way, yeah. So, if you want to find it, it's the purple box right next to Arium. Click on that, and it will take you through. Now, obviously, if it shows as locked, you will need to go in, and then, excuse me, and then up here is at the top is where you'll find the thing. Now, it will follow your ship around. It will follow your ship around. So that's going to be a bonus. So it's not attached to the dock like I originally thought it was going to be. It's actually attached to your ship. So let oh, I don't want. There we go. So if I swap ship out and I bring the feature out, now I'm oh, I know I can unlock it. No, I can't because I don't have enough infusion rods. I don't have that what? I don't have one that Voyager. Well, did I oh yeah, don't forget my hostile. What do you mean you don't have one, that Voyager? I'm actually lost about what you was on. What you I don't need to move myself right up there, do I? I'm not quite sure what you're on about, Nuts. You still don't see it? Okay, so right. So when you're in your ship main menu, I mean, there's the Forbidden Tech button there. Was that take you to it? Yeah. So you've got two locations. You've got Forbidden Technology, which is up there, or Forbidden Tech. Yeah, Nuts, did you build a building? That's actually a good point, Hugo. No, sorry, Mark. And Hugo, one, did you update your game? And two, I mean, I'm sure you've updated your game, but two, have you built the building yet? Because you will need to build the building. So if not, get the building built, and it should become available for you to see. But yes, yeah, so you can either click the Forbidden Tech or click on the purple button, which takes you to it. Right, so you've got the building. Right, in that case, then you need to be putting in a ticket to Scopely again. Yeah, that's. I generally see why players really just cannot be asked to message Scopely when it's just like constantly, this is a problem, this is a problem. And it's like, Scopely, fix your shit for God's sake. Fix it. How hard is it? I think Nuts is in his early 40s. I think. I say he should still be able to see, access a lot of this. I would have thought anyway. So, yeah, oh yeah, 39. Okay, so late 30s. But yeah, you should still be able to see it, mate. I mean, yeah. Nuts, do me a favour. Put some, yeah. Well, I'm not going to get into the point counterpoint argument about customer service. We all know how we all feel about customer service, but at the end of the day, it's the only avenue we've actually got to communicate with Scopely. Yeah, put a screenshot in Discord, and we'll see what we can do. Because it does seem very weird, the fact that you can't see that purple box. Right, so why not shoot it? Yeah, try a reset, mate, because I know there's been quite a few issues on this one. Oh, I have to go kill a swarm. And it's in front of the Kelvin, this one. I like the idea of the fact it's giving me different targets to kill. I do like that idea. I mean, what is it? Rev Juice found on his Twitch stream site and the Orion War Barge. Now, how many people in chat? I know there's only 23 in chat, 23 watching, but how many people remember the original potential G4 independent ship, the Orion War Barge? How many people remember it? Because I would love for that to actually come into the game. I really would. It would be nice to see it come into the game. So, got 12 more transphasic torpedoes. Yee! So, right, let's locate this one. So, where are we this time? Oh, we're at the Antares now. Oh, this was another one. This was another one of those G4 ships. Yeah, it was just the Orion Corvette with the pointy things on it. Updating game. All right, then, mate. The Orion Barge from Stargate, yeah. But this was another ship that I wanted. Oh, I mean, let's scan it. I can't remember if it's... Is it going to give it its name? If it'll actually come up. Oh, no, it just says Hostile Explorer. Huh. How boring. Oh, let's shoot the damn thing down. Oh, yeah. The Vaclus variant does look good. My Antares is blowing up. Looks like another bottle opener. Oh yeah, it would be a complicated name. Right, let's just send the Antares home because she's a bit badly damaged. I'll probably... Oh, actually, best off not putting a warship. It had 2 things in it. Yeah. So... That only gave me like 4,000 points. Okay. Oh, we got another one. 1.8 million. And it's in front of the Valdor. It's like writing with teal with 2 of the... I don't know the name of it. Apostrophe. You want about the apostrophe? Oh, hello. Yeah, I get sometimes medal. Oh, there we go. 37,000 points. Ooh, a Borg tactical probe this time. That's going to be interesting. You got it now. Smash him. Ah, so we're still only getting 40 bells. So at some point, I'm actually going to run out of bells. I am going to run out of bells. Oh, right. How strong is this thing? 1.4 million. So I'm going to repair that. And then I'm going to put the Enterprise in. And just for trouble's sakes, put... Ah! Has to be on the damaged ship. Alright, so we'll get that repaired quickly. And then... Kirk... Now, the reason I'm putting Kirk on the bridge is for morale and to get my isokinetic damage. So the Enterprise can then take on just a little bit better ship. But let's just have a look, see how much it's going to cost to equip this ship. Is there some event coming for this or artifacts? This being the queue. The events are running now. So... Oh, I can actually unlock the Enterprise's slot. Right. Well, I'm not going to unlock the Enterprise's slot because I don't have anything of worth to put on the Enterprise at the minute. It's literally just try and get the artifacts together for... get the artifacts together to open up the slot on the Fisher for that extra 5% bonus of mining. So, yeah. So it does seem like it's literally spend a while sat around doing just going through the motions. So now what will get me is if all this resets tomorrow and I've got to do it all over again. Because obviously I won't have the bells available. So that's that one. As higher your ships, rarities more expensive. Yeah. Yeah, I'm literally fully expecting it to be that bad. So 46,000. So not still short of getting that next one. And I'm starting to run out. Oh, I'm against the Valdor. And it's the Valdor versus the Valdor. To only just under 3 million. At some point, my Valdor's going to be saying, are you going to give me something to challenge me? All right, 58,000 points. That's going to get me to the next level. Give me an extra 40 bells. Woohoo! So what's this one? Seal of approval for explorers. Unlock the trial of explorers in Court 2. Okay. So let's just go back a little bit. Was this the explorers one? Trusted to send me out there. There's also a patch for the artifact gallery. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I still need another 40 of those seals, though. Oh, why did I just go out of that? Go to your gift sections. You should start getting a load of bells, and then there's going to be some in various events. So let's quickly go out into the events and show you the ones that I've done so far. I think I've got I think I got some bells off them. I can't remember. But you will get some bells in your gift section. Forbidden technologies. Not. Do I get any bells off this one? No, you don't get bells off that one. I'm sure there was some that had bells. I don't think it was in here though. Yeah, you got to pull your daily chest. You're only allowed a maximum of 75 a day. There's no bells in there. So how have I managed to acquire two? How much? Okay, I'm not quite sure how much to do that one. But yeah, no, so if you want to know where they are, obviously go into your gift section when it finally loads. Click on building resources. And there you've got your maximum capacity. Cannot collect any more trial bells. I'll be able to collect some shortly. Once I get below the threshold, that is. How do I complete the daily for Q? Spend the bells. Spend the bells. I've already claimed the daily, so I can't actually show you. But if you go back in after the stream, if you go back and watch the stream, it'll. We actually did the dailies on there for you, so you'll be able to watch back on that, and then. Oh, it's a separatist. And then, yeah, it'll show you, like, basically just spend the bells. That's it. You need to spend a minimum 75 bells. Apparently you got some bells. Yeah. That's fine, mate. As soon as you got some bells, crack on with it. I would. So... Oh, we're back to the Borg tactical probes. I do like the idea, the fact that you can actually locate the target to take you straight to it. But nuts, before you start the trials, mate, get yourself to a low-level system. Make sure you get yourself to a low-level system. Oh, we're going for the final one. Oh, there's another 50 bells there. Woohoo! That's put me back to 130. So that's going to give me 4 runs at this. Can I just get that plus button? No, it's not going to work. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's going to give me another 50 bells. Going to give me some shards towards the interphasic cloaking device. So, that's not too bad, really. All right, so here we go. Oh. Oh, what's this one? A loyalist ship. It's the loyalist. Corvallian loyalist, and it's near the Kelvin. And the strength for this one is 5 million. 5 million. I mean, what's the strength of the Enterprise? 10.2 million. So, yeah, my Enterprise could deal with that all day long. I'm on Q's trial page, trial battleships. Yay! Before you start them, though, Nuts, what I would highly recommend is go with the special out of the 3. Go with the speciality you primarily use for PvE. So if you use battleships primarily as your hostile grinder, by all means go straight through the battleship. If you're using the interceptors or the explorers, go for one of them. So just work your way through that trial. So what we got next? Oh, we got the Coronar. It does, doesn't it, Hugo? I will admit that it does actually look like one of the Cardi ships out of Armada 2. And that's another thing. When I get a PC, I will be putting that back on and playing that every now and again. So I mean, I'll even do some live stream with it. Boom! Milestones completed. Claim. So we claim that one and claim that one. I wasted 25 bells. What do you mean, Mark? I completed it before, but I didn't claim it. I've only taken that Coronar. I only pressed the claim button. That was it. See, because I've not started it. Hell, I'm not starting another one just yet. I invested more than I need to complete the daily. Yeah. I'll say I've literally gone just to actually, just complete this one. So now I'm happy just to leave that one. And then what I'll do over the next several days is I'll work on the interceptors and battleships. I'll just work on them over the next few days. So, yeah. Can't say much more than that. So, right, my assessment rank has put me at 500,000. So where 24,000. Wow, I'm still at 384 on the server. Woohoo! Big numbers. Big numbers. $5.5 million baby challenges. Yeah. I'll say that's not going to challenge me that much. I'm expecting the higher level ones to actually yeah, 500,000 assessment rank. Yeah. You're not alone, what you were and what you are to become will always be with you. Oh, okay. I think there's also a little bit of lag. Yeah, there is a little bit of lag. There is a little bit of lag. I will say that. So that's them. So let's get these recalled. And then get the ships changed over for the Valdor. Put my crew on. And then we're going to head to Dominion Space. And in fact, we're going to use the Discovery on this one as well. Because we're going to make it a little bit faster. Because now we're going to look at the X-Borg. So. And we'll go up to Toulouse. Right, so. Oh, just 7 minutes of repairs. I'm sure that some of those bigger ships actually took a little bit more out of it. There are very much 500,000 players. So your place in an event is random. It is. But the one thing is it's based on your particular server as well. That one. So, right. Let's stick that in there for now. And Kelvin. Who have I got in? Right, so I've got Talan. And it catches up. And that one. I don't need more Jem'Hadar loot. I got so much. I don't have to farm any Dominion stuff for months, maybe even a year. Oh my god. Really? Jesus Christ, man. So, what we're going to do is, I know for a fact that the 49s are the easiest ones for me to find in here. Here we go. So, now this is going to give me 489 antimatter pods. However, right. Yeah. But because I've got some bonus loots, bonus research already for loot of the Dominion, that 489 is going to be a little bit higher. So let's just see what we're going to get off this one. So off this one we got, actually we got 1,000, pretty much 1,000 more. So right, let's bring Discovery back a minute. Oh, hello, I've just lost a light. How bad is it? It's good. That's the first time that's actually gone off, but then again, I normally have YouTube on there. There we go. Right, so then we're gonna summon the Valdor back. Recall, send the Discovery back out. The trials get much more difficult as high rarity of the trials. Yeah, I'm fully expecting that. I'm literally fully expecting it to get so hard. I found them because of missions and events, kill 50 plus hostiles and so on. Yeah. I probably kill more than 50 a day, easy. Especially when it comes to the Borg. Right. So, I have a cheap research that I can just rush through. And let's not spend more than we have to. I like to be tight with my money. Well, I try to be tight. Right, so let's just get this repaired quickly. And then what we're going to do is and I can quickly reach these hostiles. Yeah. So we're going to nip into here. So all the new research then. So you've got the chest collective, which is the bonus run to your Borg refinery. There's only 2 levels to it. So yeah. Obviously I won't be showing this one off today. I won't be showing this one off today. But yeah, I mean, it should be nice to have that. But this is the one that I'm going to be doing, and it's to Jem'Hadar hostiles. Now, it says it's going to give me an extra 40% loot. An extra 40%. Now, it's 13 days to do it. Yeah, we ain't going to wait 13 days. So, there we go. 13 days. 3 hours, and save on that. So the next one's 25 days, going to add an extra 50% onto it. So we're just going to have a quick look at this particular one. So locate Discovery, bring in the Valdor. Right, so now we need to find another 49 Explorer. There's one. Right. Now, has he got roughly the same? Oh, he's got a little bit more. Ouch. Okay. So there's one over here. Okay, that one's a bit closer. Now you can start the Bajor favor. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to send the Valdor at that one. So we saw a bit of an increase from 489 to 1,467. We can basically say that was roughly 1,000 increase on that one. So basically, an extra 40% should actually give us around about an extra couple of hundred on top of that one. So, right. So here we go. There's a kill. And looking at this, boom, there's the increase. So there we can already clearly see the increase from the last run. And if we go into the battle logs, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the opportunity to do the handy dandy calculator. So let's move it over here. So that clearly shows 1467. So that was the first run. So let's clear that. So 1467 divided. There we go. So click that and then go off there. T7 gives you around 12,000. And then that one was 16,779. Okay. That's only 12% increase. But it's on base figures, isn't it? It's on base. So, right. You just want to know how much you have to farm. A fair whack, mate. A fair whack. Does it actually cost you 6 million? Does it? Did it actually put the price up? And I'll tell you what, right? I said I said we weren't going to do it. So let's go out. And we'll click on the refinery. Amalgam. Go in here. So this one's going to cost me 2 million points. Okay. 2 million points to get 3,750 amalgam parts and then a chance of the refinery tokens. So if we go out of here, go into the research, and I'm actually gonna do that piece of research. So 29 days. I'll get that platinum back. Right. So I'm not going to do the next one. So that's done that piece of research for me. So if we go back up into the amalgam. Oh my God. Well, it is linear. It is linear, but I didn't think they'd add it like that. I really didn't think they'd add it like that. I thought it was just basically like extra rolls. Oh my god. And the next piece is 4. Yeah. So it's like, I'm not even going to bother with that one because that's just like, yeah, okay. You like that very much, do you, Hugo? Yeah, I'm kind of like gutted on that one. It's like, okay. Basically, it's just allowing you to pull more in a run. So you've basically got to do more runs more regularly. That's what it's basically doing. It's saying you've got to do more runs regularly. I actually thought it was going to be an extra roll added into that one chest. So you're going to turn that one chest into 2, but still for 2 million. The amalgam will be finding useful. I suppose in a way, yes. But nah. That to me, that's just adding, that's just continuing adding the grind. That's just adding the grind. So it's like instead of doing 1 hour a month, an hour, maybe 2 hours a month, depending on how you want to do it. I gather data for the whole year because of the results were so bad before that. We get somewhere, yeah. The grind's easy. Yeah, you gotta find the damn things first. Yeah, start off at an hour a month. Now, I've got to do 3 hours a month. You're building a second amalgam. Okay, that's fair dues. I mean, if you obviously, Nuts, I know you're a PvP player. You like raiding, so 2 amalgams for you would be more beneficial. They're everywhere. I clean a system out, and then I've got to jump to another system because nothing's spawning fast enough. I can actually clean them out. I can actually clean them out. I mean, obviously, I won't be showing it. Two's a little bit too much. No, actually, I won't say two's too much. If you're an avid raider, I would probably say have 2 or 3, because then you've got to think about how close you can get to the enemy the base you're raiding. If you can get literally right next door to him, you literally only need 1 amalgam. If you're on the other side of the planet, you could make an argument for 2. If you're on another planet in the same system, you can make an argument for 3, but for definitely 2. Kill a few combat ships. Yeah, no, I don't want to be doing that. That means I've got to send a second ship in, which is now costing me more in repairs. Hey, Lucian, welcome in, buddy. And for me, at the minute, it's about, especially joining incursions. Yeah, joining incursions, bloody hell. Because there's going to be like loads of you on one planet, so you'll be on another planet. So 3 would definitely be beneficial. You realise they drop ship parts? Yeah, I do. Yeah. That. Wow, I can get mine to tier 9 faster. I have to do the ship part grind anyways. Yeah, I do, but it's like, to me, that's an extra grind in the game I don't really need at the minute. But as well, like I was just saying, I need to think about repair costs, because with solo armadas, I'm chopping my way through Tritanium like there's no tomorrow. I don't need to worry about trying PvP all the time or incursions, because I'm eating through Tritanium like it's going out of fashion. I jumped to a near system and sit a base in the. I do apologise. Sit a base in the system, go to the plunder space with a battleship and the amalgam, low level, and that's it. I always leave enough space for a second ship or even more to the next planet. Oh, yeah. Not many. So I mean, in all honesty, right? I will give this thing the benefit of the doubt. For those who absolutely love their amalgam, yeah, you're gonna do the grinds. You're gonna do it. Me, I hate my amalgam. It's no use, no ornament to me. So, either time I fly back with the amalgam, I clear the system with a battleship. Oh, in the time that you're flying back with the amalgam, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean that's a reasonable tactic to use. I kill these with my Enterprise, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, 4 repair. Only, yeah, I said 450,000 repair. I mean, yeah. For raiding, you have to raid bases. That's what Scopely want you to believe. In all honesty, right? In the resources, right? Resources I've got along the top there, that's not through raiding. That's just doing events and just generally building it all up as you go along. Yeah, I hate it. It doesn't pull enough. It literally does not pull enough for me. Because when I think of raiding, you want to get in, smash the defenses. You get in as fast as you can and get out. And grab as much as you can. Now, the amalgam grabs as much as it can. But if you want to drain a base faster, I'd say the amalgam needs to be not... right, I'll pull my amalgam up. Right? So tier 7, combat scavenger, 0.075. 0.075. I mean, seriously. For me, that's ridiculous. Yeah, fine. Even raiding that 207 billion titanium. You don't understand what to do, Lucian. Don't worry. I'll quickly go through it just before the end of the show. I will go through it quickly. But I will do a video on it as well. But yeah, 0.075%. That's not enough in my opinion. To me, when you raid a base, the idea is to get in as the crew is the point, not the minimum percentages from the amalgam. Yeah, I can put full cargo crew on it. I can put a full cargo crew on the amalgam, giving me what? Easy. At current, I'd probably say about 11, 12 million cargo hold. So yes, it's the best cargo hold I've got. But it's that over cargo that bugs me. Then you put that'll put you in the 9 billion of just trit. Maybe. But it So what you're saying is 207 billion and you'd pull 9 billion out of that? That's like, yeah. To me, that's not enough. That is not enough. If I want to raid a base, I don't want to be spending hours. Now, so let's just say, right, you just said 207 billion, right? So, and if we multiply that by what the amalgam pulls at current, so I should be pulling 15.5 billion out of that. I should be pulling 15.5 billion out of that. So, on that, 207 billion divided by 15.5, That means I've got to hit the damn thing 37 times. Right? 5 seconds a hit. Divided by minutes. So, in a sense, that should take me 3 minutes solid hitting that base. Right? 3 minutes solidly hitting that base. But when it's got trillions in it, no, I mean 3 minutes, right? I can handle 3 minutes. I can handle 3 minutes. How much would you get out your base? Okay, let's just take my base then for an example. So let's get the calculator back up. And because they're all in billions, don't forget Betor. Yeah, I mean she's another boost, so we can you do need to take her into account. Right. So I've got 978. Oh, hang on. 78.6 add 20.7 add 42.5. So that's going to give me just over a trillion, right? So times that by 0.075. So basically means that's going to... No, raiding in this game is not for me. Because I don't think it happens fast enough. I want to be able to strip a base completely clean in 5 minutes. 10 minutes at the push. Is the most difficult thing in this game. If the process of raiding is too quickly, you have no chance to react. When I go on the road on my phone, it needs 60 seconds to get me into the game. 5 minutes is too fast. Would you take an hour to raid a bank? Or would you want to be in and out as fast as possible? With as much as possible? That's the way I look at it. How, if you was to raid a bank, how quick would you want to be in and out? Would you want to be stood there for an hour? Or would you want to get in, get as much as you can, get out before the police arrive to shoot you? That's the way I look at it. Okay, so right, so 78 times you'd have to hit my base. Now, on a box standard... That's crazy. I'm glad you can't do that. You couldn't do that in the movies. As the more bags you have, the more you have to carry. Well, yeah, actually, Matt, that is a valid point. That is a... You like the idea, don't get you wrong. But if you don't have any chance to repel you, you'd leave the game for good. Now, I get what you say. I really do. You need the chance to be able to defend yourself. But that's why we have shields. Now, I'm actually looking at this already. And I'm telling you, this is 6.5 minutes. So using amalgam, constantly hitting 6.5 minutes, my base can be drained. Yes, you get the auto bubble, except during incursions, apparently that auto bubble doesn't actually work in the level 20 plus systems. So you'd want to lose all your resources in 5 minutes. Yeah. If I cannot be bothered to put a shield up or make sure my shield's there, and for argument's sake, on a long trip as well, it's shield or share. If I lose my... Yes, I'm going to come back in the game and I'm... Oh, yeah, the notifications is a right bitch. I've been told that I've got a notification like an hour after somebody smacked my base. So... No, you shouldn't be sat in a level 20 or above system joining incursions if you're away from the keyboard. You should be low down and make sure you put a proper shield up. Now, if I forget to shield and I go on a long trip, say like I forget to shield at night, I come back, yes, I'm going to be absolutely livid I've lost 1 trillion resources. I'm going to be livid. But at the end of the day, I'll eventually get it back. It'll take a while, but... Oh, yeah. Mine's the same, Hugo. I get told about every single piss and armada going, every time my away team's complete when I'm not actually in game. But when it comes to somebody raiding my base, no, I don't get a notification for ages. So, I mean, the last one, I got the notification, logged into the game, and I was like about a minute left until the auto bubble dropped. So I had plenty of time. Oh, yeah, you never know. Look. Another moderator's just handed. I ain't got a moderator. I've lost count the number of times I've settled into bed, got comfy, and then thought, did I bubble up? Yeah, I mean, some players will actually do that. I do it. If you're like, did I bubble? Did I put my 12-hour shield on? And I'll just log back in the game just to double check it. Your shield is impeccable, don't worry. Oh, yeah. Solo Amado infos incoming. But not when your minus 0 or something. If my minus 0, take me off the node. That's the way I see it. If you need that node and I'm on a 0, take it off. Just tell me I was on a 0 node. Hey Scooby-Doo, dude, this month with all the currency, the loop is convoluted, shit show. Several in my alliance are talking of quitting. Scooby, I can't really... It's sad and disappointing that such what's potentially a great mechanic has put a lot of players is putting players off. It's sad to see that, and it's sad to hear that. But if you tell them to go into the Discord and make the feelings known about it, saying this is too convoluted, this is not what we want to be doing. I mean, I get a notification from others who start solo armadas, but not when I'm on a 0 node. I sometimes get a message to say that I'm on my miner's finished mining. Usually my miner's finished mining like about 10-20 minutes earlier. But no, to be honest, yeah, this loop is convoluted, and it just seems to be the theme for Voyager. Convolution. Really? I mean, at the end of the day, right, this is a mobile game, and this is another point when it comes to like raiding. Do I want to be sat in a game, a mobile game, which is what is originally designed? Yes, it's on PC now. But do I want to be sat in a mobile game for hours and hours, running through various convoluted loops, trying to raid bases, spending hours trying to drain the damn thing? Or do I want to get in, drain that base as quickly as possible? And I'll agree with Hugo, 5 minutes is probably a bit too fast. I mean, as you can see, it's going to take 6.5 minutes. 6.5 minutes to drain me using an amalgam with a point tier 7 level 35. it's going to take you 6.5 minutes. That's an acceptable rating. And I'll even go as far as saying maybe even 15 minutes is fast enough. 15 minutes is fast, is about the slowest we should really be raiding bases. But as it is, Scopely won't do things like that. But I do get what people... I can't remember who said it about players would quit. Oh yeah, Hugo's, you wanted to say that you'd quit if that happened. And I get where you're coming from. I really do. But spending hours trying to drain a base with billions and trillions... No. I don't want to be spending hours and hours. So, I mean, with the attack pattern of being 5 seconds, that time adds up. Then you've got to think about travel time to and from the enemy base. Unless you can get packed right next to them. And this is why, with the lag in the game, resetting, you could be drained repeatedly in 5 minutes. Exactly. You could be, and I'll agree with that one, Keith. You could be drained repeatedly, and that. But what you mentioned about the lag in the game, that is another reason and why I find I can actually use that as an argument to say no, 5 minutes is too fast. You do need to take longer, because sometimes you might not be able to get into the game for like half an hour, and yeah. You'd be livid. You're trying to get into the game for that long, and your base has been drained because you tried to log in, but you couldn't get in. And what's Scopely going to do about it? Oh, you should have made sure your shield was up. That's Scopely's response to it. But, well, I presume. But yeah, I don't know. It's... like I say, if I raid, I want to get in and out as fast as possible. I don't want to be hanging around waiting for them to come and beat me up. It's like when you... I used to work in retail, and I wasn't security, but I have had security training, and I probably did more than the actual security guards actually did. And one thing I noticed about people coming in to steal something, they're not coming in to hang around. They want to come in, grab, go. But the really ballsy ones will either go for the most expensive stuff or as much as they can in a single swoop. So which means, like clothes, they would literally grab the whole rail, pull it off, and leg it out the door as fast as they could possibly go. And I've chased a few down the street. I did one day on the local high street, just literally 3 minutes down the road from me. Somebody came out of a shoplifter, came out of one of the clothes shops. It was a shop called Peacocks. Anyone in the UK, you'll probably know what Peacocks is. Came out with a load of clothes, jumped on the bike, and tried to pedal off. I literally just shoved my son in his buggy to one side, and I legged it after this bloke on a bike, and he just chucked all the clothes on the floor because he knew he'd been caught. I think he got away with 1 or 2 items, but the rest of it he just dropped, and because it was slowing him down. And that's what you want to do when you're raiding. You want to get in, grab, and get out. If you have a chance to shield up, Scopely, you never know. Yeah, and there is that. There's this shield bug that I know is going around. It gives you the cost, the sneezes, and the fuck, my base is not shielded. Or I'm sure I put a 12-hour shield up, but yet my shield's gone down in like 2 hours. Why? So... Whatever, just don't worry about it. I've no problem for raiding for hours. 5 minutes, preposterous. Yeah, and I will concede that point. I will concede that point. Me, I'd rather get in and do it, but in 5 minutes. But yeah, material resources are not the bottleneck of the game. If they get pinched, it's not a game killer. For some players, it is. To be honest, Bandit, it's for some play. Oh, you mean Paz, Children's State? Yeah, the actual resources. Yeah, it's not a killer because with the payouts nowadays, and you saw some of the payouts in the events that I've got today. Yes, fine, it's going to take me ages to get near a trillion par steal again, but 3-4 months and I'd get there. At the minute, I've got more than enough steel to do my base up to level 49. It's materials that's my issue. I think 4 hours is more realistic. No. Again, that's like me going into a bank, holding it up for 4 hours. I've got like half the police force outside, snipers on roofs in every corner, waiting to take my head off, and a negotiator who thinks he's got the brains of Britain and a sense of God to come and try and negotiate with me to walk out the bank with my hands up and leave all the money behind. So no, 4 hours is too long, in my opinion. You could implement a mechanic where you get drained, the attacker stole half of the resources and could activate an emergency shield. No, Hugo, that's not a bad idea, actually. Because my idea is that you would be able to steal half the resources. And then an emergency shield go up. Yeah. That would give you time for a pee break and stuff and the base owner to come online. When that shield drops, the base owner loses everything. Yeah. I agree with that one. That's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea one. Have fun as a low level getting raided in 5 seconds. The game don't last long. The play, I think. How low you talking, Mark? How low you talking? Can I quickly catch that? Oh, here we go. So, okay, so right, so this was your poll on, and that's what's that? 9.57 billion. So that's actually not too bad. That. By the way, I played since day one on my server. Never had a single shield problem. I've not had the shield bug. I've had the shit I forgot to shield. Oops, I got raided. And earlier on in the game, I would lose my crap about it. And I'll be like sending messages. You C1T, you drained my base. And eventually came out when I started actually getting more into the game and learning the concepts, and I learned the concept of shield or share, and I eventually started accepting it more. I was just like, yeah, all right then, fine, whatever. I've been drained. That's my own stupid fault. I should have shielded. I thought I put a shield up, and I obviously didn't. So, is there a ship in Star Trek that can beam out all the cargo at once? No, because the cargo won't contain that much. Now, nuts, that's a logical argument. Please, this is a scope of the game. Don't put logic into this. Don't argue with logic. Please don't. But no, you actually make a valid point. In Star Trek canon, there isn't a ship that can do that. Unless you count the Ferengi. I'm sure they could actually do it. But I don't know if they actually did. Nothing's ever mentioned. Yeah. I mean, the Ferengi did try to. They tried to do a heist on Fort Knox. So they did try that one. Hey, Darren, welcome in, bud. So I'm just trying to catch up with all the chats. Alliance members have had issues with in 2 incursions to shield up in low 19 systems. At least give us the option to put C4 on a base and destroy. I do like that idea, Scooby, but unfortunately, against the duranium alloy hull, C4 won't do any harm. You need an antimatter warhead. I mean, if you think back to Deep Space Nine, What You Leave Behind Part 1, when they went to raid the Dominion headquarters, the explosives that they took weren't even going to scratch the tronium door of Dominion headquarters. So I'm not quite sure what kind of explosive they had, but I'm sure it'll keep them awake. It does make sense to try to stuff 1 trillion parts steel into your cargo hold. You can only take what you can carry. Think about it. Yeah, and to be honest, Lutz, I actually agree with that one. You can only take what you can carry. So, I suppose, yes, it could make my argument moot. It can make my argument moot. But I'm just a greedy bastard. I'm a tight, greedy bastard. All right, I'm English for crying out loud. All those classic English people are tight, greedy bastards. We want more. We want more. But we ain't going to spend it. We ain't going to spend it. We'll shove it in our mattresses and in our sofas and everything else, and we'll save it all up. 1119 does not have access to the amalgam, right? No, it doesn't. It's ops. Oh, crikey. I want to say 30, but I think it's lower than that. I think it's 25. 25 to 30, somewhere in there, if I remember correctly. You posted loadouts as well. Yeah. I'll take a look at them later. I have the shield bug, and they were all 2 hours short. Yeah, there we go. So that was another argument for being able to take hours to raid a base. Apparently, there was a huge bug back then when someone attacked your miner and lost a fight. The game made the whole thing into an attack and dropped the shield. Apparently, yeah, I heard about that one. Raiding is useless nowadays. Making raiding events with gas or crystal as rewards, then it would be funny. Yes and no. Yes and no. It would be funny on one hand to the person raiding, haha, I walked off with all your materials. However, the player who got raided would not see it funny. It took me freaking months to mine all that, and you went and stole it all. And there would be players, and I would actually see players leaving the game for that. I would actually see players leaving the game. And that's not one thing we want. We don't want players leaving the game. I personally think everything should be raidable. From your latinum, to your materials, to your resources. Hell, even all the shite that's in the inventory. All that crap as well. But unfortunately, Scopely won't do it. And I understand why. A planet-sized cargo ship. Yeah, no, that is going a little bit OTT. Now, I was thinking of a new type of raiding ship that with like a trillion cargo hold. A trillion cargo hold. To me, that sounds like an acceptable amount. I'm sure you can just gently shove it into all the nuts and crannies of the ship. So, you need a ship like in Spaceballs. Yeah, I've not seen Spaceballs. I'm sorry, I'm probably one of the few geeks who's not actually seen Spaceballs. We pay it all in tax. Yeah. I think I figured out how the amalgam is able to carry that much. The hole in the middle of the ship bothered me for quite a while. What if a thick container actually tracted emitters? You beam the stuff in the hole and hold it in place by tractor emitters. This way, you're not limited to the cargo hold. Maybe. I mean, I'm trying to work my way around it. I'm work my head around the idea. Could tractor beams actually hold all that stuff in place? Force fields could. I'm not quite sure about tractor beams though. Then if you want to expedite the process, join raids later once the power steel wall's been knocked down. Then you get more trip per pull. Well, yeah, that's it. That's actually a valid tactic. Let everyone else do the hard work of taking the steel. But the one thing is a lot of G5 players are finding is they actually need steel. Because it's becoming very scarce. And especially, and this is not a dig at spenders, but if you spend and rush your way through the game, you do hit those problems where you're getting through materials and resources so fast. But the one thing is I've found as a free-to-play player, and my treasury is the perfect example of how easy it is for free-to-play players to actually make progressions in the games without having to spend so much. Oh, frack. Yeah, I've upgraded it. But I'll tell you what. If I can actually find the stuff, got to figure out where it's actually located. I think it might be in materials. Yeah, here we go. Optical diodes, right? I have 5,032. That's just a free-to-play, just generally working its way up. With that, I could potentially go to about level 52 on my treasury without claiming another chest. I could probably get through quite a few levels with that. Now, how much it'll take me in total to actually get there, to do like even up to level 60, I'm not sure, because it depends on the total cost. But if I remember correctly, doing ops level 45 for my treasury only costs about 450, something like that. 450. And if you take an average slight inflation increase on it every level, I'd probably say I'd get 7 levels out of what I've got right there. 6, maybe 7 levels. So, free-to-play has its uses of going through slowly, building everything up in between levels, or doing your camping and then rushing through. I use 5 trillion steel to go from 49 to 52 with good research. Yeah, and you do need good research when going up into the G5 areas. It's just so expensive. But as a spender, I mean, I appreciate spenders. I do. Because at the end of the day, without spenders, we wouldn't have a game. But the downside for spenders is you start encountering all these barriers where you've either got to spend more or you've got to stop for a little bit and save up. Whereas free-to-play players, yes, we're lower level. We are pretty much cannon fodder to any G5 player and potentially G6 player. we are cannon fodder. But by the time we get up to that level, the economy's changed more in our favor to be more efficient, and we've actually got more to spend. So, I mean, free to play is a ball ache for the time it takes to grow and save everything up and everything else. And spenders, it's nice and quick. But free to play have it nice and easy, because by the time you get to those higher levels, you're going to have that. Like I said, I'm at nearly a trillion pass deal. I don't need all that to do my base up to 46. I don't need it. It'll probably take me to Ops 49. But what's going to stop me is all the different buildings, all the speed up times and everything. That's what's going to slow me down. But, so, yeah. And that subject's quickly gone from the amalgam about how I feel it's not as good, and you all making logical arguments to support it. And I can't deny the logical arguments. But yeah. So we've actually reached nearly midnight, so it's nearly time for me to wrap up the stream. But yeah, so Lucian, you wanted me to quickly show you the tree. So first of all, you'll need to go into your gift section. You'll find a gift in here, which will give you the keys to unlock. Go back out. The Court of Q. You'll need to unlock it, and when you call the night mark. When you've done that, you also go in here. Then you'll start being able to do these trials, which is going to get. It's very, very convoluted. I still got to get my head around it. Start doing these trials. You're going to need these bells, which is what you'll need on a daily basis, which will also feed into a daily for you to do to get more currencies. The easiest way around it is to take a step at a time. Get your building. Look around this section. Right, you do these trials. You're going to get all these extra stuff for doing these trials. Now, certain trials are going to be locked behind specific levels for the building. So, don't worry about them too much. Take your time, go through this. You'll notice the dailies when you start claiming all your dailies. You'll notice the dailies in there. Oh, okay, so how does this work? Right, so I need to do like 3 levels on here. So for each level, you'll need to spend you'll need to spend either 25 or up to 75 bells to complete one particular milestone. And obviously you've got a number of milestones to get through. We've been able to get through it quite easily tonight on the Explorers, get through the one level. I'll do the rest over the next few days. Well, if it isn't number 2, okay, typical Q. So yeah, take your time, go through it. Yeah, like I said in the patch notes video, this was even confusing for DJ. So if it's confusing for DJ and the Talking Trek team, and it's difficult for even Rev Juice to even try and get his head around and explain it as quickly as possible, this is an extremely convoluted thing. You're going to have this assessment rank. I don't exactly know what it could be, like a reputation thing for me. I don't know. But as you are going through, you will be able to claim new various artifacts, which as you're going through, you'll reach a certain point where you'll be able to start claiming lag, various things. Now this Tetracyanite 622 is the one thing you are going to get for free. If you've got the time to stay awake and watch Ultimate DJ, he's just going through on Twitch now, and I'm sure he's going to go through the loop as well. And I'm sure he's going to be on stream for about 4 or 5 hours trying to go through this loop and explain it and everything, knowing DJ. So now there is the button up here called Forbidden Tech. That's going to take you to the screen that you've just seen. There is the purple button next to Khan over there. That'll take you to the same screen. But as well, there is a refinery aspect, which if you go right down to the bottom, Forbidden Tech, where you're going to be able to claim stuff. And yeah, like I said, very convoluted, very involved. Now, when you start, if we go, and you can use this button here as well for quickness, which will take you straight into the building. When you do these every time you do the 25 bells, you will have 15 minutes to go kill one hostile. But as well, that start button will change to a locate button. Press that, take you straight to the target. Now, systems, I will say to avoid. Yes, avoid. If we just scroll out. Avoid being anywhere in territory. Do not go in there. Do not have your base in there. Because these hostiles will appear in a system next to the system your base is in. So, like, my base is here right now. And I had ships in... Let me just... Because there was another system. Right, so I had a ship appear in this level 4 system. I had a ship appear in this level 1 system. So they will appear. So don't be in territory. And for God's sakes, don't be up in deep space, because you can't see what's in the system. So that's just going to add extra time. And obviously, if your base is up in one of these hubs areas, like this one around Hollis, say you're on one of them, but then you've got to travel. So your base is here, and then you've got to travel all the way over to New Caldry. That's time you haven't got available. Well, actually, you have actually. If you've got a ship that can warp fast enough, you can make it. The hostiles will get stronger and stronger as you go through each track, but that's the loop in a nutshell, as dumbed down as I can get it. I'm really racking my brains to think, is there any other way I can make this more easier to understand, to help? But off the top of my head, I can't think of any easier way to explain it. So hopefully DJ will be able to explain it on his Twitch stream tonight. I'll be quite interested to watch that one over the next couple of days and see what it goes. But I will try and write it all down. There are some chats. There are some chats out and about, floating around. So keep your eyes out for them. I will look and put them in my Discord. I will say as well, for anyone who knows the Discord channel, Stfc News and Resources, references, sorry. I have become an administrator in there because the guy was looking at closing it down because he has reasons why. But there was some people, a load of people saying would prefer if we could keep it. So there's a couple of me and another administrator. We're going to try and keep it going as best we can and put chats in there as much as we find them. So if you do have any chats, feel free to drop them in my Discord, or drop them in that one. Share the log next time you do the record and do a video. Which log are you on about, mate? I'm not quite sure which log you're on about. But yeah. So that's it, really. That's all I can say. So I need to go put a building and another piece of research in. Try and give Nuts this chance to tell me what log he's actually referring to. Because yeah, when I do the video, I will tag in the loop charts and the trial log. Are you on about the loop? That nice pretty image that Scopely put in the patch notes showing the big loop. Yeah, don't worry, that will be included in the video. And if I can get my hands on the complicated one that Rev also showed off today, yeah, that'll be in the intro. So, but anyway, thank you everyone for coming to join the stream tonight. Please don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Discord link is in the videos in live streams description, along with donation links for anyone who wishes to donate to the channel. All day, I do appreciate everybody who donates to the channel. That all being said, thank you everyone for coming. I hope you have a pleasant sleep or pleasant day wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, live long and prosper. I'm Admiral Pegasus. This is the Pegasus Show Live. Thank you all for joining me. Good night.